All righty, we're on the air. Okay, hey, how you guys doing? Welcome everybody to Primetime, 8 o'clock show, Traveling with Bruce. Bruce here in Creston, British Columbia. Got the house lights on so you can see me and you can see the shadows in the background. It's starting to get dark outside around here. How you guys doing today? Welcome to my live stream for Tuesday, February the 6th, 8 p.m. prime time. Oh man, this is exciting stuff. Those of you who are here 5, welcome back, and those of you who can only join me at 8, welcome. And if you're brand new with joining me today, welcome as well. Love to have new viewers join in on these chats, Q&As. We're going to talk about cruise ships today, and this episode, this show, I've got questions for you guys. You might have questions of me, but I've got questions for you, and I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions today, see if we can get some responses, have some fun. I want to say thank you to all of my regular viewers. Thanks to all of my new subscribers, because basically all of you who are subscribers are practically new. I mean, I'm only 6 months old as a channel, maybe 6.5 months. It'll be 7 months in a couple weeks. And, we've gone from nothing in August to 100 subscribers in early December to 200 by January. And now 1,200. I hit yesterday, 1,234. 24 hours ago. Right now, 12:43. Another 9. I remember the first time I ever got 9 subscribers in one day. I was blown away. I couldn't believe that 9 had found me. Today, it's kind of like, oh yeah, another 9. Fantastic. I tell you, welcome all of you who are new, all 9 of you who joined in. This is fantastic. I hope you're getting a lot out of this channel. If you're watching my live streams or if you're watching my regular videos that I've posted, I've done bunches of videos. I think I'm now up to 170 something videos up, 170 odd. And I'm not 100. I'm just over 180 days old, so that's almost one a day. Amazing. Playlists on travels to Germany. Playlists on my travels in Italy to the U.S. Playlists on So I Know You Like a Good Story. Playlists about how to find a good deal for a cruise, how to pack for a cruise. Playlists on these daily live streams. I've just got a ton of them, and you can spend days in my channel and not see it all. Because I'm thinking now with these live streams that I've been doing since early January, each one's an hour plus long. I don't know if you can see them all before I got a bunch of new ones up. But thanks for joining, and thanks for all of your comments, folks. I really appreciate it. I love it when you folks send me messages, or you have questions or comments. By all means, let me know. I'm happy to respond as quick as I can to you. If you have a question and I don't have the answer on my live stream, I'll just get it to you after hours. This show right here, this is an open Q&A. You can ask me anything you want about a cruise ship. If you're a first timer, you've never been on a cruise before, have you ever found the right place? This channel is for you, because between myself and my loyal viewers who are watching when I do live streams, you can ask me a question right now about going on a cruise or finding a deal or ship policies or what can you bring on board, all that kind of stuff. If I don't have the answer, one of my viewers here who are texting in probably do. If you're never joined us before, tell me where you're watching me from. What was your high temperature today? Make me jealous. Here in where I am in Creston, British Columbia in Canada, I'm 3 miles north of the Idaho border. Idaho is just out my living room window over here. I see America all the time. There's a number of mountains there I can look at. America looks great. I was actually there. I was in America on Sunday. Went to Costco in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. America's fine. Costco's great. We have Costco's in Canada, but the closest Costco to me is 2 hours, 20 minutes away in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. 2 hours, 30 minutes if I go to Spokane. So Costco's great. Our weather today, in a word, was yucky today. Very yucky. Very cloudy, overcast. We seem to be clearing out here as the evening approaches. The clouds are lifting, and I think we're going to get into clear skies. I think we have a sunny day tomorrow. But today we reached about 36, 37, maybe 38 degrees for our high temperature. And hopefully tomorrow we'll hit around the 40, 45 mark, and we'll get some serious melting going on. We're supposed to be in the 50s or high 50s by the end of the week. So crossing my fingers and hope that comes true. Let me know what your weather is like in your neck of the woods, and we'll compare notes. If you're most of you are south of me, so you got me beat on the temperature, and we'll see what the temperature is like. A couple of the points. YouTube is still reorganizing itself after this major announcement in January regarding monetization. I am still not a monetized channel. I'm still off the grid. Haven't been paid by advertising now for it's now 2 weeks today. 2 weeks today that we were shut down on that, along with everybody else in my size range. Those of us who made the grade and got those 1,000 subscribers right in the nick of time, and we had our 4,000 watch hours. All of us who made it after they told us, if you're monetized now, you may not be monetized later. We are now under review. There are 4 stages for the review process. I've made 3 of those stages automatically as of February the 20th. And the last stage is now, we're waiting, and that is the so-called adhering to the YouTube policies for monetization. And I think what that means in code is you're behaving yourself, and you're running quality programming, and you're engaging with your viewers, and you are not causing any problems. You're not a troublemaker, and you don't put on nasty stuff. And occasionally, some of my commenters will give me a trick question, but it's not nasty, and it's all good. But the sheer volume, I think, of channels that are in my position, YouTube is I think just up to their eyeballs in work right now, and I seem to think what's going on is they will remonetize a bunch of us in one little switch, one little click, and a whole bunch of us will be monetized at the same time, rather than piecemeal it out. Because if they did that, maybe some of us would feel slighted that, oh, why is so-and-so getting monetized before I am? Maybe that's what it is. So I'm hoping that's what it is, and I'm just praying that today, tomorrow, next week, it's going to happen. I did hear today some disturbing news, some onerous news, that if you were not monetized when they lowered the boom in January about the changes, and you've now met the requirements for monetization, you're applying from scratch, you're putting a new application in to be monetizable, you're going to wait till the end of April to find out whether you're in or not. That's 7 weeks from now. And so I'm hoping that we, in the meantime, are monetized much sooner than that. I was hoping that like by now. But between now and 7 weeks from now, I guess I will be remonetized along with a whole bunch of newbies behind me. But when these all happen through, I have no idea. So I'm working for free, making zero money on YouTube here now for 2 solid weeks. I have to thank my subscribers and my watchers on my live streams, because during the live streams is the only time I get paid now, is when I do a live stream video. And I've been getting super chat donations from some of you, which I appreciate very much. I call it the tip jar, for lack of a better word. And thank you very much for all of you who have been sending me a couple of dollars here, $5 there, $2 here. Thank you very much. If any of you are inclined to send me $10 or more, I have a deal for you. See behind me there? Those are my sport medallions. I made a video about these back in December. I have NFL football, NHL hockey, and a couple of baseball and basketball medallions back there. With a $10 super chat or more, you can have one of those as a gift from me, as a sign of appreciation. I'll mail you one from Creston, British Columbia, with a Canadian stamp on the envelope. And I'll send you one. You tell me what team you want. Just check out my video to see what the medallions I have available. I don't have every single team available, but a good bunch of them. Find one you want for yourself, or for a friend of yours, or a relative, or a coworker. These make perfect ball markers for golfers. They're the size of a quarter, and they have an adhesive peel on the back of these coins, and you can stick them onto a quarter, and now you've got a ball marker on one side and a quarter on the other. Or you can take a medallion, take the peel off, and just take some nail polish remover on a little cotton batten, and you can wipe off the glue on the back of that medallion. Now it's a coin, and you can have a coin of the Boston Bruins, or the Atlanta Falcons, or the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. I got them there, and if you want one, by all means, send me $10. You want 2, send me 20. You want 10, send me 100. And you want more than 10, you want to send me $1,000, we'll talk. Maybe I'll give you more. Anyway, that's my little pitch for the day, and thank you for that. Let's see who's here, who's saying hi, because the streams are coming in. Oh, and by the way, talking about the streams, good news. The 5 o'clock show that we had today was the first one where I watched it. I watched the first 10 minutes of the show just before I came on here. The chats that you're putting on here now, are now on the video. So finally, those of you who are watching this after, those of you who watch this a week from now, a year from now, you're not going to care what the big deal is. But the big deal is you're seeing the comments coming in real time that my viewers have been doing for weeks, and I've been reading to everybody. So thank you for YouTube for doing that. This is fantastic. I didn't have to download any fancy software to make this happen. It's now part of the package. It's an automatic upload. And so barring any technical difficulties, this should work just fine. But what I always do when I'm on the air is I read out to everybody who's here. Now, the first thing I'll mention is on the very front here, one of the first messages I posted when I say hi to everybody is I put my email address in here. If any one of you want to send me a private email, you're always welcome to do so. You can always send me a direct chat on this channel too if you like. But those of you who want a medallion, if you're sending me a super chat donation and you want a medallion, just send me an email. Tell me the one you want and send me your address, and I'll fire it off to you the next couple of days. So let's see who said hi first. Angela A. said hi first. She got in there, and she's saying, hi, Bruce. 75 was the high here in Tampa. Nice. Bob Hollis is here. Hi, Bruce. 55 and dark in Atlanta. Bob, you're back. Thanks for returning. It's dark in Atlanta. It's getting dark here. You betcha. Debbie Emanuel, hi to all again. Hi, Debbie. Welcome back again. Belinda. Hi, Bruce. Hope you got my PayPal. Belinda, thank you. I forgot to mention it during the live chat at 5, but I did notice it. And again, I was reminded between shows, I saw the message from PayPal. You sent me a couple of dollars on PayPal. Thank you very much. I actually had to set up an account, and I did it. I got it done, and apparently I'm receiving it and all as well. So thank you for your donation. It's great. $2. I'll take anything. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And welcome from down under, because I know you're in Australia. Morlania Aaron Zeller is here, Aurora, Colorado, in the mid-40s. Welcome, Melania. It's nice to have you back. Belinda C. is here saying, Belinda saying, the gift. Thank you, Belinda. Michelle Ingersoll is here. Hi, Bruce. 37 degrees in upstate New York. Another nor'easter is about to start dumping snow on us. Yes. Forecast to get between 6 and 12 inches. I'm ready for spring. Oh, are you ever? And you guys are getting hit again. I saw the satellite footage today on the Weather Channel. They were broadcasting it, even in Canada, on the Canadian National Weather, thing. They're showing that coming your way because it's coming past you north into the Maritimes. They're getting whacked again, and it's one system after another. It is crazy, unbelievable. Mark the Lost Traveler. Hello, Bruce. Did you see my Coast Guard YouTube video on the Norwegian Gateway? I did, sir. Yes, thank you for posting it. I caught that, and I understand you just posted another video about Lamborghinis. I'll have to watch that tonight. Mark the Lost Traveler has a channel himself on YouTube. And welcome back, Mark. It's great to have you, buddy. Ruth Guatemala is here. Hey, Bruce, it's 58 degrees in Dallas right now. Ruth, thanks for joining me. I got to let everyone know Ruth is a loyal follower of mine, just great. And she has been retweeting some of my tweets and liking them and helping me get extra exposure. If any of you out there are able to do any of that for me, share my videos through Facebook, through your friends, or anything like Instagram, that would be fantastic. The more exposure the channel gets, the faster it grows and the bigger it gets, and that would be fantastic. Thank you, Ruth. You've been just invaluable with that, and I really do appreciate it. Scott Batchley is here. Hi, Bruce. Back again, still nice in Ventura. Nice to have you back here, Scott. And then Marlene is saying, have you seen the article on the Princess Cruises' new travel deep sailings? Now, I'm not sure if I'm thinking about what you're thinking about, but I did mention yesterday about a program that Princess is launching, and I may be on another program, so forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but Princess announced kind of on the weekend that they were going to bring out a trial run of a program on the Ruby Princess, which sails out of Los Angeles for the Mexican Riviera. They're going to try to offer passengers an early advanced embarkation privilege, I suppose. You check in at, I don't know what time you have to check in at. I don't know the super details, but I'm kind of guessing if you check in by 11 or 12, you might get booking right away. You might be able to get right on the ship, and that gives you the right to zip right over to the main dining room or to specialty restaurants and start making reservations for your after dinners. You can pop over to the spa and make reservations in the spa. And in effect, your quote, they're trying to say you're beating the crowd because 2,500 passengers are waiting, or 2,400. I don't know how many of these are going to pre-sell, and you're getting sort of ahead of the line to make reservations for massages, getting your nails done, getting your hair done, during the cruise. And they want to charge extra for the right to get on the ship first. And I commented on it yesterday. I wasn't very happy about it. I didn't think it was a good idea. I think it's a way to make other people angry, because I'm kind of asking myself, hey, I paid for my cruise already. Now you wanted me to pay more to get on the darn ship so I can run around like with my head cut off to all these different departments and book more excursions, short excursions, and pay you even more money. There's no discount for these excursions or these meals. You're making me pay just as much as anybody else, but I can reserve first. That's the trick. That's the whole deal. Now I know Carnival has a fast pass to the fun, something like that. And they have this early pass where you can get on early. You can make your bookings. You get a direct express line in the waiting area for customer service. You get early disembarkation during onshore excursions. You get early disembarkation at the end of the cruise. Again, they say they limit it to a certain number of people, and it's like $50 or $100, depending how long the cruise is. And a lot of people like it. A lot of people said, I bought it, and I really enjoy it. I guess I'm just one of those guys that, because of my advanced years, as ancient as I am, how old am I now? 62. I'm thinking, hey, I'm on a cruise. I'm here for relaxation. I'm not here to work. Now, this is before I became a YouTuber. Okay, now I'm a YouTuber. And so now I'll be carrying a camera with me and I'll be videoing. But still, I will take my time and enjoy the cruise for what I think the cruise is meant to be. It's meant to be something to enjoy and then have a good time on, and not to be stressed about. And I just don't see the need in my personal world. I don't see the need to run around like a maniac and get everything booked and spend a bunch of extra on a whole bunch of extra stuff. But that's me, and I get it. If you're a family of 4 and you got mom and dad and 2 kids, and you got a lot of stuff that you want to do with these guys, and some of them are short excursions, and you want to make sure you get those booked, then maybe this is the way to go. But personally, I kind of ask, why doesn't Princess just offer me the opportunity to book this stuff on the internet, online, on their website, and I don't have to worry about it. It's just I book it a month before, or 60 days before, whenever they open the window. I don't want to have to run around the ship and do it physically. And what if I am on a like a scooter, a motorized wheelchair, or I've got like a hip walking unit because I'm limp. I got injured. I hurt myself and I can't get around so fast. I don't want to have to run around like crazy on a 1,000-foot long vessel, 17 decks high, to do this stuff. It just defeats my idea of a good time. But that's just me. Now, this question you have, I just want to double check what's going on with your question again to make sure. You say it's a Princess Cruises new travel deep sailings, and I need a little more info on that. Is that what I'm talking about, or is this something completely different? I did see something about Holland America offering something more of a, and I want to use the word deep, excursion experience type cruising, but that's another subject altogether. So we'll figure this out. Scott Batchley, 200 days till Norwegian Cruise Line Bliss, but who's counting? Not you, Scott. Not you. When it comes, no big deal, right? Mark the Lost Traveler, 73, cloudy in Orlando. Kelly Stoyanovich is back, cold again, and more snow on its way in Canton, Ohio. Ugh. Ready for spring, going on a Caribbean cruise in a few weeks on Rhapsody and tips. That'll be great, Kelly. I know you're going to love it. You're going to be so happy to get the heck out of Canton. Get out of there and head south for a while, and maybe there'll be spring waiting for you when you get back. Cross your fingers, hope for the best. Welcome back, Kelly. Heather Parsons is here. Hi, Bruce. About 0 here in Whitby, Ontario. Oh, man. And are you going to get some of that snow, too, from the nor'easter? Is that going to hit you? I don't know. Paula Lemire is here. Hi, Bruce. 42 and sunny in Big Bear, California. Welcome, Paula. Nice to have you back. And Heather Parsons is just saying, we just got back from the Eastern Caribbean on the Disney Fantasy. We went to Saint Martin, and St. Thomas. We did island tours on both islands, and wow, they were both hit hard by Irma. And that's my question for you, my dear. Thank you for telling me that you were at those two spots. Did you find that on the beachfront, and where the ship landed in both cases, was everything sort of rebuilt there, but just a block in, or just a little away from the public area that the tourists hit? Still utter devastation. I'm kind of curious about that. Would love to know that. Belinda is saying 8 more days till my Holland America cruise going to Fiji. Fantastic. And I'm just going to check something here, folks. Bear with me one moment while I pick up my phone and take a look here, because I think I missed a message or something. Oh, yes. Oh, my. What is it? Oh, Belinda, what have you done? Belinda Coney sent me $10 Canadian. Don't worry about it. You sent me $10 on PayPal. Thank you so much. Don't worry about sending anything. Thank you for all your hard work. One of these is available for you anytime you want. You just let me know. And I have thousands of them. Trust me, I have thousands. Thank you for this donation through PayPal. Thank you very much. If you send me a donation through PayPal, I get about 90 or 95% of it, because the fees are about 3 to 5%. If you send me a donation through Super Chat, I get less, because YouTube takes some. They take 30%. But I don't mind making YouTube a little bit of money, because I'm trying to show them I'm valuable to them. I'm like worthy of being monetized. So guys, please set me up. But anyway, thank you, Belinda, so much. And she says to me, 8 more days till my Holland America cruise. Going to Fiji. Yeah, fantastic, Belinda. That is going to be awesome. Where are you leaving from, Belinda? Are you leaving from the West Coast? Are you leaving from like San Diego or Los Angeles or anything like that? And how long is your cruise? Did you say how long your cruise is? It doesn't say. How long is your cruise for? Fantastic. Heather Parsons, talking about St. Thomas and St. Martin. She's saying the beaches were in good shape, and they did a great job at the pier. So they got that cleaned up, and they had to. That's their number one moneymaker, the pier, for importing everything, and of course tourists with money. And then the beaches right on the tourist area downtown. They got there first. You betcha. She said the cable car ride had just opened again on St. Thomas. Fantastic. That was good. That took 3 months, I guess, right? Good to hear that, because that is a real popular excursion to take. Go up to the top. You can take some great photos up there if you ever get to St. Thomas. It's worth it, I think. It's a just cable car ride, no big deal, but it's great, and you can see all around it. Just fantastic views, the water, the bay, the harbor, all the sailboats, the whatever. But unfortunately, right now you'll see destruction. But if you're going to St. Thomas and you're going to go up that cable car ride, take binoculars. Get your camera, yeah. But take binoculars, because with binoculars, you can really take your time and see great distances and really see a lot of the island from there. Fantastic. What have we got? Ruth is saying, do you have a Facebook account? Yes, I do. I do have a Facebook account. Ruth, I think it's in my name. I think it's Bruce Frommert. I believe so. Angela, I was on the Carnival Sunshine for 8 days. Saint Martin was hit so hard, almost brought me to tears. Yeah, isn't it? I mean, it was devastating. 90+% of the structures were damaged or destroyed. I mean, it was bad, a complete devastating. And same with St. Thomas. And then there's Puerto Rico. There's San Juan, Puerto Rico, the island. I mean, my goodness, the devastation there, still undercovered in the U.S. media. You notice how the U.S. media is all gone now? Puerto Rico doesn't matter because Trump isn't there. He's not throwing paper towels around anymore. We don't hear about San Juan, but it's still a mess in many places, especially the interior of the island. Terrible, just terrible. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, we got a troublemaker coming here. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's see if we can get rid of this person. Hide this user on this channel, or hide this user. We'll get rid of him. Let's see. Heather Parsons telling about the cable car ride. Belinda, we are leaving from Sydney, Australia, and the cruise is 13 days. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's fantastic. Heather Parsons, the French side is still in bad shape. This is Saint Martin. They got power back about a month ago. Wow. Jeez. February, right? 3 months, 4 months. Oh man, that's just terrible. Leonardo Boafina, do you know Paul Shotgun? No, I don't know Paul Shotgun. Is that a trick question? I don't know who Paul Shotgun is. Sorry. Let me just double check over here what's going on. There we go. And yeah. That's what we're doing there. What else have we got here? Heather is saying it felt good to help out some of the small vendors on both islands. Good for you for doing that. That is great. They really they deserve all the help they can get. These poor people, you know, whether you can buy a coffee from them or whether you can buy a T-shirt or a hat or, you know, anything to help them out. They were devastated. I mean, they lost it all. Just terrible. Let's see here. Who else is here? Let me. Angela, hey, yeah, Puerto Rico is rough too. There you go. Very much so. And I think I've got that individual blocked off, so I think we're okay. Yeah, just terrible devastation. And it's going to take a long time for things to come back. And the problem is, this is March. In 4 or 5 months, it's hurricane season. Here we go again. And now the question is, will they be spared this year? And can they continue to rebuild, or will they get hit again? It only takes one of these monsters to wipe out everything. And you know, Puerto Rico just hasn't recovered fully, and people are still leaving the island. I mean, the exodus continues back to the mainland. It's shocking and disappointing. It's sad. Angela A was saying the tour guys said they were happy to have the tourists back. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, I believe it. This is a living. This is everything. You know, U.S. currency, of course, and you know, some tip money for them and anything. I mean, just anything to make ends meet. You know, when you lose it all. I mean, when the grocery store is wiped out, and when the post office is wiped out, and every car repair center is wiped out. A lot of small business people were wiped out and haven't reopened, which means they haven't hired back staff they had because they can't afford to rebuild or what have you. There's just terrible. It's a terrible situation. It's really rough, and it'll take a long time for recovery to really take effect, right? Tina Odell is saying, I'll be heading to St. Martin, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts, and Grand Turk in 6 weeks. Tina, I'd love to hear from you when you're back from that too. Tell us, you know, by then, what does it look like to you? We'll kind of keep an eye on things. It's great to have eyes on the ground. It's fantastic. Heather Parsons saying, I agree. They were all very appreciative of us being there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were there. You're there. They love it. Now, I've got some questions for you folks. I'm going to put you folks to work. These are just general cruising questions. See if you have any comments on this. When you're on a cruise ship, okay, when you're on a cruise, those of you who've been on a cruise before, is there anything you folks eat on the cruise ship that you generally don't eat when you're not on the cruise ship? Or to put it another way, is there food on the cruise that you really jump into because you just don't eat it when you're at home? Maybe it's a high-end delicacy of some kind that you would never make at home. Or you order the porterhouse in the steakhouse, but you'd never order the porterhouse at a steakhouse at home or never make one yourself. I'm a sucker for muesli. When I'm on a cruise ship for breakfast, I head right for that bowl of muesli. I don't know what it is about it on a cruise ship, but I love it. And I'll grab usually they'll have like little puny little bowls beside the muesli, like tiny little, I don't know, the kind of bowls that kids' toys used to have when you bought your daughter a little, you know, set of dishes for a toy. You know how small those bowls were? Yeah, it'd be one of those bowls. Well, I don't go for that. I walk around the buffet until I find a larger bowl that I can use for maybe fruit or something. And I grab one of those and I walk back to the muesli station. I load up on smooth muesli. And then I like to add some fresh, like some cut peaches, even if they're canned. I add peaches to it or some other fruit. I don't eat that at home because I'm too damn lazy to make it. That's my problem. I am honest. I'm too lazy to make this stuff. Got an executive chef over here in the kitchens at the on the ship. They know how to make this stuff expertly, and I don't. And I'm just, you know, I don't take the time to cut the fruit at home and do all that stuff. I'm a 30-second breakfast kind of guy, you know, when I have to make it. So muesli is a weakness of mine. Absolutely love it. Of course, then I pig out at the buffet and, I eat too much because it's all there. Yeah, you can't help it. And then, of course, I'll eat the high-end stuff in the dining room because it's all included. There are no prices on the menu. I love it. Just curious whether you what you love to do. I see comments coming in. So there's the first question. Okay, let's throw you some more, and then we'll just read them all. um, okay, have you ever had a bad meal on a cruise ship? Have you ever gotten sick from a bad meal on a cruise ship? I hope you haven't, but have you? Let me know. Have you ever had to see the doctor on the cruise ship? You ever had to go in for the medical room for anything, whether you were seasick, you hurt yourself, scratched, got a cut, didn't feel well, was worse? And if you did you get a bill? And did it scare you? Was it a nasty bill? Of course, you probably paid it, of course, but was it covered under insurance or what? I'm kind of curious about that. And another question I have for you is, any of you that go on a cruise and the cruise ship, the cruise ship's going to go to Mexico, okay? You're going to go to Cozumel or Cancun, wherever the cruise ship's going. It's going to Mexico. Have you ever used the opportunity when you get off the ship to buy meds, to buy medication that you're on in the U.S., in Mexico, and bring it back? Were you able to buy medication at 10, 15, 20 cents on the dollar to the U.S. cost and bring that back? I'm curious, you regulars, those of you who do a cruise every year, have you ever thought to do that? Or do any of you do that? Have any of you ever been given compensation from a cruise line for an inconvenience, whether it was, I don't know, bad weather or mechanical issues or delays or missed port or what like that, anything like that? For any reason, have you ever had been given compensation from the cruise ship for any screw up of any kind? And then the last question was, have you ever won a raffle on board a ship? Like, have you ever won a prize? Maybe they had a raffle for a piece of artwork, or they had a drawing for a free cruise, or a drawing for whatever. You ever won anything like that on the cruise before? I know I've asked you before if you ever won anything big in the casino. If any of you hit a slot machine jackpot, those of you who have never heard me ask you that question, have any of you hit a jackpot on the casino, the cruise ship casino? Let me know how much you got, what you do with the money. Let's compare some notes here and see what we have here. Matt Wilson's here. Hi, Bruce. Hey, Matt. How you doing, buddy? Welcome, pal. Angela, I just came back from those same islands. Scott Batchley used to love the lobster, but I do the shrimp cocktails. I'm the same way. I love those shrimp cocktails when they have those prawns. Man, I love that. I don't eat that at home. And when I go to a restaurant here, either here or in Calgary, city of a million people, I'm too cheap to pay for it. I'm too cheap to order it in a restaurant because it's a god darn fortune. But on a cruise ship, they're including it. I might as well order it. So why not? I love this shrimp. Heather Parsons says, I eat beef every day, which I would never do at home. Exactly. Why have like a ham and cheese sandwich when you can have beef tenderloin, or you can have a bit of prime rib, or more than a bit of prime rib? Give me another slab, buddy. Don't give me just one. Give me another one. Oh, I love that. Angela A., I like dessert for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. God bless you. Yes. Yes. That's one of the things I check out at the buffet at lunchtime and dinner time for sure. I check the dessert out before I have my meal. I'm doing reconnaissance here, people. I need to know what's going on. So what do you got for me here from beginning to end? Because I want to know whether or not the dessert is worthy saving myself for or not. Absolutely. And if I can swing it, if I know I'm heading to the buffet for dinner or lunch or maybe dinner, I'm going to swing by the cappuccino bar over here, because at the cappuccino bar on most cruise ships, the desserts beside the cappuccino machines, you can have those for no extra charge. And so if they've got a nice tiramisu sitting there, or a nice creme brulee type, chocolate nosh type, you tell me. I mean, I can't even tell you what they are. I just point and go, that looks good. That looks good. I'll have the buffet dinner upstairs. If the desserts are lacking, it doesn't matter. I'm turning around, heading for that cappuccino bar over there, and I'm grabbing a couple of those little mini desserts, because you notice how small they are. You usually have to have one, like have a couple, right? It's one for me, one for my wife. And my wife is nowhere to be found, but it's okay. Yeah, they're both for me. Dessert. Bob Hollis, best food on Carnival cruises is Guy's Burgers, hands down. Now I was curious about that. I've noticed the announcements from Carnival. They're adding Guy's Burgers on all their ships now. Glad to hear that, Bob. That's great. Is that part of the cruise, Bob? Do you have to pay extra for it, or is it part of your cruise? Kind of curious. Tina Odell, shrimp cocktail every night. I try all the new, unusual stuff that I don't get access to every day, plus about 8 ice cream cones a day. You're my kind of girl. That's right. That's exactly what you want to do. Oh, yes. I tell my waiter in the main dining room for dessert, I don't even have to look at the dessert menu. I know I can get this. If it's not there, I tell them what I want. If it's there, I'll point at it. But I just tell them, bring me a bowl of vanilla ice cream, like lots, and pour a whole bunch of hot fudge sauce on it, or that chocolate sauce. That's what I want for my dessert. Every night I'm here, and they remember. They know you, sir. Are you going to have the vanilla ice cream with the chocolate sauce on it as usual, Bruce? Yes, yes, I will. Thank you. Fantastic, love it. Matt Wilson, I eat the lobster and calamari. There you go. My daughter loves calamari. Tina Odell, oh yes, Guy's Burgers, she says. Yes, Guy's Burgers. Kelly Stoyanovich, muesli. What is that? Oatmeal? I go for steak crab legs. Okay, I think we're crossing our wires here. Okay, Kelly, I'm not quite sure what hours you keep, but I sort of go with like a traditional get up when the sun gets up, have breakfast then, and then midday lunch, and then the evening dinner. Now, look, hey, if your schedule's different than mine and your dinner time is my breakfast time, I get it. Why would you have muesli when you're going to have your steak and crab legs? Yes, I hear you. But that's my breakfast, little breakfast thing before I go into the spa. I have my muesli. I love that stuff. I love it. Although, I'll have the muesli with the fruit, but I'm not done. If I'm hungry, I'll have that as my appetizer. Then I go back to the dessert bar at the buffet and find out the fresh waffle making machine. Where's that? And that's where the waffles are coming out nice and hot. And now I'm going for those are usually the little ones are like hockey pucks, right? Grab a couple of those, and then find the butter, put on, and then find the maple syrup. Yeah, that's right in my wheelhouse. Maybe a couple slices of crispy bacon on the side, just to protein. Lovely, lovely. Scott Batchley, hard to find the lobster anymore. It wasn't offered on NCL, not even in the upcharge restaurants. Isn't that something, Scott? Yeah. I've been speculating this. I have a friend of mine I talk to all the time about cruising. He and I have been talking about this. Harder and harder to find the good stuff, even in those specialty restaurants. Some of the cruise lines just don't have it. They just don't have it. They won't offer it because they lose money on it. They just won't do it. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, prices were so much cheaper for this product. Maybe today, it's priced out of the range. It's only available on the 6-star lines where you're paying $1,000 a night. I don't know. Matt Wilson, never had a bad meal, and yes, I fainted on the bridge on Sapphire Princess, and got a big chill, but it was covered. Got a big bill. Got a big bill, but it was covered. Okay, gotcha. Debbie Manuel, not sure why, but I eat lox and bagels. Sell smoked salmon where I live, but I just don't, and I have never purchased capers. Strange, but on the ship. Lox and bagels. Yeah, our taste buds. Something happens to our wants on our taste buds, and plus, when you see stuff spread out in an appealing way, you kind of go, "Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm going to give that a try." Very interesting. Sylvia's here. Hi, Sylvia Swan. Hi, Bruce. 38 degrees, heavy rain, Greensboro, North Carolina. Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia. Welcome. We're asking questions here, Sylvia, and anyone else who's just joining us. The questions are. What do you eat on a cruise ship that you don't normally eat at home? Or what are you eating on a cruise ship in the restaurants that you never go to these restaurants in your hometown because they're too expensive, whatever. What do you eat on the cruise ship, even in the special restaurants you wouldn't eat at a restaurant at home? You ever had a bad meal on a cruise ship? Curious? You ever gotten sick? Ever had to see the doctor on a cruise ship? And if you did, was it expensive? Did you have to pay for it? Anyone ever go to a cruise that stopped in Mexico? And if you did you ever buy meds in Mexico? Did you go to Cozumel and go to the downtown area and buy medication at 10 cents on the dollar, 20 cents on the US dollar, versus prices back home for your high blood pressure, cholesterol, whatever? Ever been given compensation on a cruise for any reason? Bad weather, port problems, engineering problems, cruise line screwed up something? Did you ever get compensation? And has anyone ever won a raffle, a prize, or tell me about your biggest casino win? Some of you've heard this question before. A lot of you haven't because you're new. Have you ever won any money on a casino in a cruise ship? How much did you get? What you do with it? Bob Hollis, like the eggs Benedict with salmon. Oh, yeah, that's a delicacy, isn't it? Yeah, that's an expensive meal at a high-end restaurant in a hotel in a big city. That is big money food right there for sure. Scott Batchley going, yum, Bob. Yeah, for sure. Tina Odell saying, never sick from a meal, no doctor visit, no on the meds. Credited port fees for missed port. I have a plastic ship on a stick. And then Heather Parsons, appetizers and dessert are a must and never at home. Yeah, you got to have appetizers on a cruise ship. You got to have dessert. Even though you know you don't need it, you got to have it. I mean, you're on a cruise. Come on. Yeah, you betcha. Tina Odell, Guys is included. Oh, fantastic. That was my question about Guy's Burger Joint on Carnival. It is included in the cost of the cruise, and that's a good thing because they're good burgers. That's what I'm told, and that's what I'm hearing here. Fantastic. Thank you, Tina. Bob Hollis, not extra on the burger, included in the cruise. Bob, same thing. Kelly Stojanovic, we have a Guy's Burgers in Belden Village area. They are really good. See, that's the chain. Very good, Kelly. Good to know. Kelly, I wasn't sure what muesli was. Laugh out loud. I eat breakfast rarely, maybe juice and toast. I'll tell you, Kelly, I love steak and eggs for breakfast too. I honestly, I love steak and eggs for breakfast. The problem that I find with respect to steak and eggs is that when you go to like a Denny's and you order steak and eggs, the steak is 1/4 of an inch thick. You want it medium rare? Impossible. Put it on the grill, turn it over, it's well done. You can't make it. So, to get the kind of steak I want for a steak and eggs, it's got to be 1/2 inch thick, so it's medium rare in the middle. That's the way I like my steak. But yeah. Love that, Kelly. Tommy Eaton saying, sailing on the Carnival Elation on May the 12th to the Bahamas. Are you allowed to drink alcohol before entering international waters? Sorry for the silly question, but I'm a newbie. Tommy, welcome to the channel. No question is a dumb question. As soon as the gun goes off, you start drinking. So you could be on the ship. You could get on the ship like on embarkation day. Head to your room and dump off your stuff, your carry-on bag, and take all your valuables out of your pockets and everything, put it in your safe in your room and lock it up. You'll set your own combination in there. And then only thing you have on you is your room card, which is kind of your charge card for the ship, right? And then you can head right to the pool deck and head right to the bar, and you can tell them what you want right now, and they'll be happy to serve it and charge it to your room. Or if you bought a drink card, if you're gonna take them up on the challenge to try to drink as much as the drink card costs you or more, you can start ordering drinks right away, right from any spot up there, all you want. So no, do not have to wait to international water. Now, look, Tommy, I'm gonna give you a safety tip here. From an experienced guy to a newbie, don't get drunk in the first 30 minutes you get on the ship. Okay, you gotta get through the muster drill. Okay, the muster drill is where they show you, they talk about your life jackets, and they talk about your lifeboat stations and all this important safety stuff, and you really want to be sober for that, okay? So it's just kind of cool it. But look, if you want a beer or two before dinner, you betcha, you're good to go. Don't worry about international waters. The ship only has to be off about 12 miles before it's technically in international waters, and you're good to go. Don't worry about that. You can have a beer right before you leave the pier. You can have a beer and be watching the ship leave the pier with a beer in your hand. You'll be fine. You're going to have a great time. Any questions you have, Tom, you let me know. There are no bad questions here. Samantha Farmer, is there an insurance policy that will cover medical on the ship? Yes, there is. Samantha, I think that there's a couple of ways to go on the insurance policy. One, you can get a policy through the cruise line itself. Two, you could get an insurance, a medical insurance policy, travel insurance policy through your travel agent or agency. They'll have various types of plans available from, like the bronze, the silver, the gold, the platinum plans, and all in between. And one of those or some of those may well be full coverage on the ship for any medical services, that type of thing. I'm going to guess that it's possible that the policy through the cruise line may brag about that. They may really highlight that feature of the policy, but don't be dissuaded or influenced too much by that. Keep an open eye and an open mind to talking to your very own insurance agent at home. The insurance agent you use for your car, your home, life insurance, or your medical insurance provider. It might be through work, or you might have an additional Blue Cross policy on the side on top of work, or if you're retired, that type of thing. A policy through the AARP group, or whatever it is. Talk to a local life insurance and medical insurance professional, an agent, and tell them, hey, listen, I'm going on a cruise. I'm going to be on a cruise for 2 weeks or 10 days or a week, whatever it is. And I might be on another holiday later this year. What kind of travel insurance can you get me? And I want to make sure that I don't get charged on board a cruise ship if I need medical help on board, because it can be expensive. And that's where your agent comes in with the right policy for you. Okay, so that's my advice to you on that. Shop around for it. You'll probably find that your own insurance agent, your actual home insurance, car insurance, life insurance, that agent might be the best one for you to shop through. And the reason I say that is they're going to say to you, look, if you're going to add a policy on top of the ones you already have with us, I can give you a super discount on this thing, because we're going to give you a volume discount on all your stuff, as we are already. And you may find travel insurance might be the best and cheapest way to go through your existing broker. Plus, if you need to put in a claim for reimbursement of expenses, you want to have the agent working with you and that office locally to help you get that claim done. So keep that in mind. I did have one of my regulars earlier today tell me that he has been battling his insurance for a canceled cruise, and it was insurance through the cruise line, and he's fighting tooth and nail to get this money back, which is just shocks him, because he bought the policy through the cruise company when he booked the cruise in the first place, and he's still fighting to get his money back for that. So maybe your own insurance provider, your local agent, might be the way to go. Thomas Arnold, hey Bruce, we booked a Caribbean cruise on Holland America for this last February. They canceled it, but gave us a choice for other dates. We picked May the 25th, and they gave us a $400 on-board credit. And that is the right thing to do for the line. Not uncommon. And Holland America, not surprised to hear they're doing that. Fantastic. $400, it's $200 each. And you can put that towards tips. You can put that towards specialty restaurants, shore excursions, use the spa, get a massage, or buy a spa pass for the week, which is a good idea in Holland America. Get the spa pass for the week. You can use all the facilities. You want to do that. Great gesture. And yeah, you got the credit. Way to go. Sylvia saying, anything besides chicken, laugh out loud. I'm always eating chicken at home. I want a cruise. No chicken. Chicken? Death. Fantastic. Yes, ma'am. Avoid the chicken. Forget the chicken, the fish sticks. Forget that. Give me some steak, man. Give me some prime rib. Give me some pork roast. Give me something good. Pork medallions, anything. Matt Wilson, yes, we did get compensation on Golden Princess for missing 2 ports on a Hawaii cruise. See? Yeah, they'll compensate you for that, because the cruise line doesn't have to pay the port charges to park the ship. They didn't go in. So they're going to give you that, maybe a little additional compensation to, say sorry Don't be mad at us. Please consider us for the next cruise. Pardon me, folks. That's good. Bob Hollis, my wife and I won the Cornhole contest on Magic Carnival Magic. Got a plastic ship trophy. Whoopee! The Cornhole contest. Okay. Marlenia saying, I think it's different than what you think about. I think is different than what you think about. Tina Oldie, Bob, is that how I got my ship on a stick too? That's how I got mine. He's laughing out loud. Belinda, I can't wait to get to that. Can't wait to get that spa pass. Is really good, Bruce, on Holland America. Oh yeah, Belinda, you got to get the spa pass on Holland America. Got it. The deal is you get unlimited access as many times a day as you want into the spa area where they have the change rooms for the guys and the girls with the extra large showers, like 3.5 feet by 3.5 feet, with a 8-foot high adjustable shower nozzle, everything, soap, body wash, conditioner, all included. And of course, they provide you with the towels, never-ending supply of towels. And then you get to go into the room where they have those heated ceramic loungers, and around behind the ceramic loungers, in a little round kind of configuration, there's the dry sauna, there's the steam bath, there's the aroma spa, and and then they have the other room, those of course ceramic loungers. I already said that. Then they have the main spa room where they have the large spa tub, the big spa pool that can hold about 10 people easily at a time. Water's nice and hot, nice and warm, lots of bubbles, and you can go into the middle of the spa area where you kind of walk inside this little round secluded area, and there's all kinds of water action for your joints and so on. But then you can walk back to the one end of the pool over here, and they have these metal bars that go from one side of the pool to the other side of the pool, and at the edge of the pool where you can get out, the bars are above water. They're about 6 inches above water. And then each bar they go parallel, and they start to get lower and lower, and then they're under the water line. And in effect, what they've built is an underwater lounger out of these 2-inch round diameter metal bars that go across the pool, and you get to lie down on this metal lounger in like 6 to 12 inches of hot spa water. And the trick of it is you take one of these towels they provide you, you roll up the towel, you roll it up, and you put it behind your head as a pillow on the top 2 metal bars, and you're lying back there with your head back here behind the towel, and your arms are just floating in the water, like on the surface like this, and you're just lying there, and your body weight keeps you on the bars. Your legs are floating a little bit because they're about 2 feet underwater, 1.5 feet underwater. Heavenly, absolutely heavenly. The trick of it is you hold your arms out and you put your fingernails, your little fingers, under the bar to hold you down, to kind of keep you down there, or along your side, and you keep yourself submerged while you're lying back and you're closing your eyes and you're going, oh, and it's just glorious. That's what cruising is all about. Now, if the ship is moving at sea, and usually is when you're in the spa anyway, you'll notice the water move in the pool, just like a swimming pool. The water, ship moves a little bit, the water moves. So sometimes you're lying in there, and then you'll drift a little bit over here. That's why your hands are under the water, hanging onto the bar to keep you in place. And then you're back to here, and then you're over there. You don't get sick. You don't feel seasick or anything like that. It's kind of fun. It's just great. And you're just going with the water. You and the whole, you're just one unit. It's fantastic. That spa pass is worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You don't have to get a massage. You don't have to get a manicure. You don't have to do any of the other stuff. You don't have to buy any of their soaps or anything else. You don't have to do any of that. You get to use all the facilities the way you want to use your facilities. And those ceramic loungers are worth everything because, again, you take a towel, a fresh, dry one, behind your head. You have two on the lounger itself. You lay on those. So there's the lounger towel, then you, and then you'll have a towel on top if you wish, or you're just in your bathing suit anyway. And if you feel cool, you have a towel on top of you, and you're now warmed up from beneath and above, and you will nap. And it's fantastic. And you're about 12 decks up over the water, and you're looking out over the ocean while you're moving along, and it's fantastic. And they have this wonderful music playing over the sound speaker. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like, the Japanese sort of ding, 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 time music. Very soothing, very calm, very nice. And I think they have a little stand-up waterfall unit just over there, and you hear the water going dripping like a little waterfall. Oh, it's so nice. I tell you right now, I was on the All America ship for a week. I never used the shower in my room, not once. I used the shower in the spa the whole time. I had a shower in the morning when I did my morning treatment, and I had a shower in the afternoon when I had my afternoon go. I never used the shower in my room. Why? They're so puny and tiny. These are huge, and they provide everything. It's wonderful. That's where I shave, too. I never shaved in my room. Who shaves in the cabin? Are you kidding me? You got the spa. It's just waiting for you. It's fantastic. You got to check it out. Let's see what we have here. I love that cornhole contest. Belinda sounds awesome. It is awesome. Samantha Farmer, do you need a prescription to get meds in Mexico? If you have a copy of your prescription, take it with you. Yeah. Just because. And then you can get all your prescription medication for like a year. Like you can get a year's supply of your meds to take back with you at 15, 20 cents on the dollar at what you pay at home. I mean, I've seen countless YouTube videos of RVers, the RV crowd that head down to Yuma, Arizona, and then they go across the border to Nogales, Mexico, on foot because there's a parking lot right at the border. They walk across the border into Mexico, spend about 4 hours, get some cheap Mexican food, buy some liquor if they want, and then they buy their meds for the year because they're not going to be back till next year. And they're spending, $125 for $1,500 of the meds. I mean, whatever. The numbers are just astronomical. It depends on the medication you're on. And no trouble bringing it in back to the U.S., none whatsoever. And they've got their meds for the year, which their doctor prescribed for them. Especially stuff like cholesterol medicine, high blood pressure, pain medications, Prozac, whatever they are, all of it. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's all available, all brand name, and it's the real deal. It's the real stuff. Captain Gans, once again, you are very informative. This is like a long infomercial. For only $19.99. Thank you, Captain Gans. Any of you folks want to send me money, I'll take it. You can super chat me or PayPal me. That would be great. But whatever. Thank you, everybody, for enjoying the show. I love doing it. Richard actually is here. What cruise line? What cruise line do you like? Richard, I really like Holland America. It was the first cruise line I ever took for a cruise, and I enjoyed it very much. I would highly recommend it. But I've been on Princess, and I've been on Royal Caribbean, and I've been on Norwegian, and I love being on the Norwegian. I was on the Jade, the Norwegian Jade, which is like a 2,400 passenger ship, and the spa on the Jade was also very good. I would rank it as highly as the Holland America spa. The spa on Princess, as far as I'm concerned, left a lot to be desired because I wasn't willing to pay extra for what they were offering me on the Princess, Ruby Princess. I had free access to the steam room and to the dry sauna if I wanted to, and their showers. And so I used that. But for me to want to use their aroma spa or their loungers, they wanted extra for that. But that's all they offered as an extra add-on. And I just thought, guys, you know what? I'll just do the steam bath for free and get my shower in, and then I can use the hot tub over here, the spa, for free. anyway, so that was fine. And on the Royal Caribbean, I was on the Explorer of the Seas, and that was a major disappointment to me. I was free to use the steam room and the sauna, but they had a so-so quality place to use it in. It was a high traffic area. I didn't like it very much. And then the jacuzzi was a co-ed jacuzzi right next to the workout area, just kind of 20 feet over there. And I didn't like it very much because half the jets weren't working. They just weren't attending to it. I think I got out of it what I paid for it. Nothing. I didn't pay to use it. I wouldn't have paid to use it. I would have wanted my money back. I would have been PO'd about that. But the Hall America and the Jade, the Norwegian cruise line, great. The other Norwegian cruise line ship I was on was the Epic. Fantastic spa. Fantastic. Massive. Really big. And it was at the back of the ship. And they had heated ceramic loungers at the back of the ship inside. And then you could go outside to a balcony area where they have just regular loungers outside. And you could put a couple towels on the lounger and just lay back and look out over the ocean as you're, leaving it behind. You see the trail behind you. Fantastic view. Love that. That was worth the money too. Really enjoyed that. So yeah, you get folks, spa passes. You want to look into spa passes. It's the first thing I look at when I get on a ship for the first time, unless I can get to my cabin right away. If I can get to my cabin and get rid of my carry-on bag, the first thing I want to see after that is the spa. And I'm heading for the spa. I'm getting a Royal tour. You always get the tour. They want to show you where you can get a massage, where you can get your nails done, where you can get your hair done, where you get acupuncture, where you can go and work out. I don't care about that. Just take me to the spa. Then I see the men's area. My wife sees the women's area. Then we find out what the spa pass includes. And that's where I want to know, is it worth my money to spend so much money for the week for spa access for all the amenities that I can have at my leisure? And if they're giving me what I want, I'm buying it and I'm taking it. Absolutely. Belinda saying, thanks for all the tips. Belinda, it's what I do. You're welcome. Bob Hollis, only thing to watch out for in the spa is they try to upsell you like crazy. If you get a manicure or a pedicure, they want to sell you the lotions. Be careful, newbies. Absolutely right, Bob. You're damn right on that. Dead right. The other thing about it, too, is that when you take the tour, the whole shtick is they're giving you the tour of the spa, not to show you the spa. No, they're giving you the tour to try to sell you right now to book a massage, to book a pedicure or a hair treatment or get your teeth whitened. They want to flog you something now. And I disappoint them. But I tell them up front, I say, look, I'm not here to buy anything. I just want to see what the spa looks like. I'm looking at a spa pass. How much is the spa pass and what can I use? And I put them right to it. I said, just show me what I can use. Because if you're showing me a spa that's worthy of me paying, I'll buy it right now. Charge it to my room right now. You got a sale. Now, they may not get a commission for selling me a spa pass, but they know I'm going to be there every day. And maybe or maybe not, I'll break down and get a massage. Probably not, but maybe. And so there you go. But yes, Bob, you're absolutely right. You get a massage and they'll want to sell you those oils and all that stuff. And that's how they make their extra commissions. These folks are desperately trying to make their commissions and their quotas. Let's see here. Matt Wilson, thanks for the info. You know a lot. Samantha Farmer at Richard Ashley Royal Caribbean. Let's see here. Belinda, thanks for the heads up, Bob. Captain Gans, you would be interesting to cruise with, full of ideas. Are you by the rules guests for more adventures at heart, or what you can get away with on a ship? I'm not sure what you're saying. You would be interesting to cruise with. Full of ideas. Are you a by the rules guest, or more adventurous at heart about what you can get away with on a cruise? Well, I don't want to get away with anything I'm not allowed to get away with. I just want to be able to use what I can use. If I'm allowed to use the spa by paying for a spa pass and get all those extra amenities, I'm taking it because I really would rather be in the spa in the like a hot tub, the hot bubble thing in the spa than with the public in the pool deck. That's where all the kids are hanging out and all the noise and the belly flop contest and all that racket. I don't want to be there. I just don't need it. I'd rather be in the spa where it's quiet, serene, relaxed. It's great. But yeah, I'm not a rule breaker. I don't think that's what I'm trying to do. But I want to get everything out of the cruise I can get. You betcha. Samantha's asking me, You did not answer my question. Will they fill a prescription if you don't have a prescription? Okay, if you don't have a prescription, will they sell you the meds? That's what you're asking, right? I can't answer that for sure, but I can tell you this: you can find the answer. You go onto YouTube and put in there for a search, buying meds in Mexico on a holiday, or my RV holiday going to Mexico. You'll see all these videos of all these RVers going into Mexico buying their meds, and just enter buying meds in Mexico. That's all you got to. You will see dozens of videos, and people will tell you on their videos whether you need a prescription or not. Now, I think in some cases, if I recall this, if you don't have a prescription, you might be able to get so much of a medication. If you do have a prescription, you get a larger amount, but I can't be 100% sure on that. Also, however, you can get a prescription for meds in Mexico by seeing a doctor in Mexico, and they happen to have them right at the pharmacy. Go figure. So you go see a doctor in the Mexico, tell him you need high blood pressure. He'll take your blood pressure. Yeah, you have high blood pressure. Here's the pills I take from my doctor back home. Here's what you're going to get a prescription for. I'm sure that's how it works. But check the videos to double check, Samantha. I hope that clears that up. Thanks, she says. I say thanks. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So there's a brief recap of that. As so many people go to Mexico for their teeth, get their teeth done, whether it's just a cavity or cleaning or a full blown, caps, crowns, or more. I mean, getting everything removed and putting in the posts and having in the new teeth. The costs are so much cheaper. There are holidays you can put together in Cancun, where you go down for like a week or 8 or 10 days, and you go down there with your teeth, and you come back with a whole set of teeth that have been snapped in on those posts that you've had installed, and you look like $1 million. And you go down there 6 months later or 8 months later for an adjustment, a refitting, make sure everything's fine, and you're spending a week in Cancun in the meantime. Now, the first time is not as much fun as the second time. I let's be honest, you're getting everything pulled. You're frozen, and you're swollen for a while, and you're on painkillers. Don't worry about that. But the second time around and the third time around, when you're just going back for slight adjustments, it's all good because you're just coming back looking and feeling even better. So yeah, you can get some great bargains on there for that type of thing. Matt Wilson says, what's your favorite cruise ship? Matt, my favorite cruise ship, oh man, it's, so far in my personal experience, I got to say the Oosterdam was great. That's the Holland America ship I was on. But the Jade was quite all right. I enjoyed the Jade very much. The Epic had pluses and minuses for me. I've had other people mention the same thing about the Epic. The casino is right in the middle of the walkway on one of the decks, and you want to get from one place to another, you got to walk through that bloody casino. And on sea days, there's 4,200 people on board the ship. And those machines, 3 out of 4 machines are being used by gamblers, and you got to walk through that nightmare. And there's smoking in there. It's not fun. So that's a downer for me. I'm not very pleased with that. And I don't want to have to go down a deck or two to walk along the promenade because it's packed with shoppers and people there. I just want to get to where I want to go. I guess I'm just being picky. Making reservations for shows. That's a turnoff for me. I don't want to have to decide 3 days from now whether I want to see the comedy show or not, and then decide, okay, I want to see the comedy show. I want to see the 7:30 show, and to be told, oh, sorry, it's sold out. You got to see the 11 o'clock show. I can't see the 11 o'clock show. I'm sleeping by then. I'm old. I hate doing that. I love the spur of the moment. Go, that afternoon we're deciding to do it. Let's go and do it. I love that better than the other. But that's just me. So that was the Epic for me on that one. But the Jade was quite all right. I didn't love the Explorer of the Seas, love the Explorer of the Seas. It was all right, but not a favorite. And then I did the 2 princess ships, the Ruby, and I'm trying to remember the other name of the other one, and I've been having trouble. Did it about 4 years ago. But the Ruby was all right. It was okay, clean, nice, easy to get around. But did I love it? Not like I love the Oosterdam. No, not the same. Debbie Emmanuel, you are wonderful. $10 super chat donation today. Thank you so much. Just Just tell me what medallions you want. You got 2, now you got 3. You tell me the ones you want. They're coming to you, dear. I love it. Thank you so much. Samantha Farmer saying, is there health insurance that will cover you in other countries like Mexico? I think so, but Samantha, I'm going to refer you to your local agent. But you know what? Your quick answer to this question, I think, is it's a Google question. Can I buy travel insurance that will cover my expenses in Mexico? Enter and watch the Google results come out. You'll probably get Alliance Insurance and a number of others that will pop up immediately with answers to that question. Because I'm sure there's a policy that covers you. I just don't know whose, because I'm not an expert in the field. But yes, I'm pretty sure you can get this. I'm sure of it. Thank you, Debbie, for that super chat. That's just great, just fantastic. And earlier today, was it Belinda that did that earlier? I had the PayPal from who sent me that service at PayPal. Belinda, yeah, Belinda today also. Thank you also for that too, both of you. That's just absolutely fabulous. It all helps this this old YouTuber. Not like I'm YouTubing all my life. I'm just old. Let's see. Inaugural voyage. Okay, what's this message all about? Travel deep sailings have been added to 7-day cruises. What is this deep sea thing all about? And someone sent me an email. Oh, that's Marliana. Thank you. I got your email. I'm going to read that tonight, and I'll look into that. Thank you very much for that email. Isn't the internet great? I'm talking to you live on this channel, and here comes the stuff on the internet. It's unbelievable. Just what we were talking about. Bob Hollis, good night. I'll gotta go. Thanks, Bob, for popping by. Have a great one. Angela A. Royal Princess is the best cruise ship that they have. It only drawback is that it's a lot of walking. Did an average of 4 miles a day. Yeah. I love a cruise ship with a promenade deck. I love to walk along the promenade and look down on the water as it's going by. And I love walking all the way down to the front, being able to walk around the front and come back with the Ruby. I think I had to go up a flight of stairs, about 20 steps, walk around the front of the ship there, and then come down 20 steps. And then I could go 1,000 feet all the way to the back again, and then walk right around the back, which I love to do, and then go again. I just love doing that in the morning, in the afternoon, even in the evening, in the dead of night. I love doing it. It's just fantastic. I love that fresh air. I love hearing the ocean. I just love it. It's a highlight for me. Bob Hollis is saying, give them thumbs ups, you guys. Have you given me thumbs ups today? If you see that little signal, little logo underneath the picture here, please give me thumbs ups. We got 15 so far. We'll take all we can get. Thank you all very much for that. I appreciate those. Samantha, why are you not a travel agent, or at least one of those agencies that allowed travel agents under them? I'll tell you, Samantha, I consider myself more a retired guy than a working guy, although this is my job now. There are YouTubers out there, a number of them, that are travel agents and YouTubers, and they talk about cruising and traveling, and they combine the two together. I say God bless them for it. If I were 35 years old right now and a travel agent, I'd be doing exactly what you were just talking about. I'd be a travel agent doing YouTube, and this would be my way of enhancing my business. But I'm not, and I don't want to be. I don't want to be an employee of anybody. Don't want to be an agent. I don't want to be like a booking guy on the outside. I don't want that. I really want to have the luxury of deciding where to go, when to go, and how to go, and not having to worry about what's happening at the office, or worrying about passengers of mine that I booked on a cruise, only to find out that there's been an incident or there's an issue, and now I've got to scramble to get them home, or I've got to scramble to make sure they're looked after, or that they're covered, or I get an emergency call from one of my travelers, because that's the kind of travel agent I would be. I'd be giving you my home number. You call me if there's a problem with anything on your holiday, because I'll get it fixed, because it's unacceptable that my clients aren't treated right. Well, that kind of dedication requires total dedication on the other end, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. I want to be say to all of you, this, my wife and I are going, and when we're going, and if we want, let's find out. And I can always contact the cruise line to see if we'll deal or not. Maybe we can extra credit, or they can set up a meet and greet on board. I'd love to, like to. I actually want to do more traveling, and so if I can computer cabin, or I'm at I'm at a land and I've got a good internet connection, I can do a live stream from wherever to be done. This will be my job, being the informant folks in on what's going on, what I'm hearing, what you're hearing, checking out, confirming what you know. That's what I'd really like to be going down the road. Matt Wilson, watch next time. Take it easy, Matt. Have a good one. Hey, Bruce, from 5 to 8 p.m. better time, Tuesdays and Thursday, 5 o'clock Monday to Friday on this channel, and then 2 o'clock for a second show. Can't get. I'm breaking up. I guess it's the internet going. Connection trouble. Debbie is saying. Let me just see if I can do anything about it here. Default. Television, voice, sound. I don't know if I can do any of the diagnostics on it at all. No, can't do anything there, and nothing there. Nothing there. I have no idea how else to do any of it. So I'm sort of stuck there. Let's see. Maybe this is a little better. Let's try that. Let's see if that works any better. I made an adjustment on the bandwidth. Let me know if any of that helps, folks. It's maybe not as good a picture, but maybe it'll come in clearer. I don't know. We're getting towards the end of the show, though, thankfully. They're saying it's horrible these days. Matt Wilson, you're cutting in and out. When was the last cruise you were on, Sylvia? Last year. About a year ago. I was on Princess, Ruby Princess. Okay now, Bruce, Soulful Music is saying I'm okay now. Very good. Better, Samantha's saying. I've lowered the quality of the picture from this end, and that might be helping the flow coming your way. Well, I got to tell you, folks, I think we had a good show tonight. I think we had some fun here. I love the fact that you're answering these questions. I love that. I love some of the comments. It's a good time. Thanks for thumbs ups today. It looks like I got 22 up now. Thank you for the 22 thumbs ups. Anybody can give me any more, I'll take them. Thank you very much. And I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, hump day. I'll be on at 5 o'clock Eastern as usual. And I'm looking forward to seeing some of you there. And on Thursday, I'll be doing 2 shows again. We'll see folks again a little later. I'm going to move the bandwidth a little higher, see if that's any better. And anyway, we'll come on again tomorrow and Thursday for 2 shows, Friday for 1 show at 5 o'clock, and then Saturday my usual show, 2 in the afternoon. Again, if any of you want these medallions, they're $10. Any contribution of 10 or more on my super chat gets you one of those. Your choice. And if you want to see which ones I have, check out my my video that I made about these medallions back in December. I show all the ones that are available. Captain Gans is asking me one last question for me. He says, with so many cruise ships and many more being made, will there be too many one day? Just how much money is out there before they reach a tipping point? No pun intended. Gotta say, there are 40 odd ships on order right now for the big major cruise lines, including Virgin voyages. They're ordering 3. I would say this, that for Carnival and for Royal Caribbean and for Norwegian, who are ordering the most, same with Princess Cruises and so on, they have the luxury of mothballing older ships first. So if they feel that the market is topping out and the numbers are going to come down, they'll take the old ships, the 2,000 passenger, 1,800 passenger, 2,100 passengers. They'll take those ships offline. They'll even sell them. They'll sell them to cruise lines in Asia or in Europe for regional cruises only. They'll be repainted and rebranded and all that sort of thing. It's what they've done over all the years anyway. And so they'll reduce their capacity by going down 2 or 3 or 4 ships per line. That's the first level. The second thing they'll do is they'll postpone, delay, or out and out cancel ships coming their way 3, 5, 6, 7 years from now, they'll just cancel those advance orders because they have the right to do so. They might have to pay a $10 million penalty, but they can cancel orders. And they'll do that. And that way they'll stay at the level they've got. Okay. So that's their first couple of moves. But the very first move they'll make is discounts and enhancements. They'll offer freebies on board, bigger cabin credits. Give us $800 for the cabin. We'll give you $300 spending credit, because the $300 spending credit might only cost them $100 in actual money. The other $200 was profit that they would have made. And so they're still getting $700 in cash out of you instead of $800. They'll do that kind of stuff. They'll juggle around the ships. They'll juggle the itineraries. They might increase the length of the cruises, shorten the length of the cruises, shift ships to different parts of the globe to get where the business is being had. If Australia's booming, they'll move ships there, take them away from the Caribbean. They'll move them to Europe, they'll move them to Europe. Take them out of Europe, bring them to Alaska. They can do that. And then they can play another game, and that's called park a ship, but keep it going. So they can park a ship in a port city for like a month, and then they'll operate it as a hotel. And you might stay 1 week on a cruise ship in, say, Charlotte, North Carolina. And it's at the pier the whole time. It's not going anywhere. But the staff's there, and all the amenities are up and running. And you can eat on board and stay on board and enjoy Charlotte during the day. You can do that kind of thing. They may do all kinds of these little tricks to find ways to keep the ships engaged and moving along. They may park a ship around the Cayman Islands for like a month. They'll keep a ship down there, and they'll offer 1 month packages or 1 week packages for the Cayman Islands, and just keep the ship there, or only between the Caymans and Jamaica and back. They'll just do that, and you fly in and out of the Cayman Islands to get on the ship. Whatever works, they'll just pull it off that way. There's a million combinations they haven't had to use yet because the business is growing and it's just getting bigger. So anyway, there you go. Scott Batchley saying, thanks, Bruce. Jay Sonic, 2 shows now. You betcha. You got it, Captain. Heather saying, thanks. Debbie, have a great evening. Thanks, Debbie. Thank you so much. You too. Jay Sonic, why are they still pumping him out? They gotta. Jay Sonic, I gotta go. Jay Sonic, it's down to 19 down there. I'm gonna take off. So everybody, thank you for seeing me today. I enjoyed it very much. I got 25 thumbs ups. Thank you very much. Jay Sonic, you have a good night. I'll catch you tomorrow at 5 o'clock, pal. I'm on my 5 o'clock show. Have a good evening. This is Bruce with Traveling with Bruce saying thanks for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Have a good evening, everybody. Goodbye for now.